snacks out your cabinet, bitch. Can't stop me nothing. Shit, man, we still quarantined in this bitch. You can tell, man. Like, shit, I don't know what y'all doing, boy, but shit, we barely pulling this shit off, but we're pulling this motherfucker like a U-Haul. I got I actually co-hosting with me today, man, because he too lazy. He don't do his podcast. Right, he just came up with a whole excuse. I'm focusing on myself. Good to find out what I'm
No, I just got started back.
Excuse, you heard that?
I got two
new
episodes
excuse.
in the tank.
I just got started back. I got 2. Come on, man. We got 8 in the tank ready, bro.
What are you talking about? I already got like 52 episodes already up.
See, he just trying to amp y'all up to be like, go look at those 52.
You did skip it.
Nigga be lying his ass off.
Skip it. And they entertaining. They
Okay.
better than the Little Dilly podcast.
They might be, bro, because I don't be talking about shit. You should see the comments, bro, for the people who do comment, bro. What they be saying, bro, this shit is trash. Bro, you should hear the comments, boy.
Yo, they be going off.
What? Y'all don't be on YouTube commenting, though. Y'all be all on y'all be on my motherfucking Facebook and shit. Y'all be on my MySpace and shit.
What? Is that still active?
People say they still got a Facebook. But some people still say they got their MySpace, but I ain't seen that shit in a minute. Like,
I tried to look that up, and I couldn't go nowhere.
I ain't seen it in a minute, so I actually don't know exactly what the fuck that bitch got going on.
I don't know what made me go look that up.
Bro, listen, you know what's crazy? I was watching, I don't know what the fuck I was watching, some movie today. I think, like, I remember what you did last summer. They were talking about getting their MySpace's account. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, she was like, oh my God, when I got home, I had 5 messages. I'm like, damn, we used to wait to get home and had like 4 or 5 messages waiting.
On dial-up.
Bro, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
You fell asleep before it turned on. For you.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. But, man, what's been up with your man this damn quarantine shit?
Been catching up on movies since I've been, not editing for the podcast. I've been catching up on movies.
Out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of moving out, bro. Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm on right before I came over here. I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I ain't even got into that yet, bro. I know the Quentin Tarantino. I ain't never got into it.
Interesting.
I know I got a list of shit I was trying. I just watched the Gemini Man and some other shit I was trying to get out the way.
I don't know what telling me not to give that a chance.
It's all right. It ain't all. It's all right. I'm trying to think of a movie I watched that was actually I kind of liked it. War Dogs. I just watched War Dogs. It was pretty good with Jonah Hill. Yeah, Jonah Hill's pretty. Jonah Hill's becoming good. Anything with
It's a war movie?
No, it's just about them selling guns and shit. For the military and shit, for the feds and shit. It's pretty good. I like it.
Damn.
Anything to do with like the corrupt government and shit like that, I like it. But you gotta give me like some good actors. Like, you feel anything with Shia LaBeouf in, like he's doing, like I'm gonna watch, bro. He's fucking become.
He is a problem child,
bro.
Like in the actual field, but in the acting space, you can't touch him.
Yeah, he's only a problem child because he's trying to transgress and push forward. That's why he's a problem child. I don't think he's a radical because we talking radical. Then you got to think about. The motherfuckers, Harvey Weinstein is fucking radical in the movie shit. Now that's radical. I don't doubt Shia LaBeouf is doing that. I believe he's just trying to get it. But even like, I never watched him on Even Stevens. I remember watching him on the movie Holes. Yeah.
I didn't give him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't give him a fat shot in Even Stevens. I never watched that shit in me. I never watched that shit. Like growing, and we barely had cable like that shit too in the project. We might have had cable for a summer, 2-3 years, go without cable and shit, and bootleg it again. Bro, cause you know when they clip your shit, bro, like they put that little clamp. To the hood.
Man, listen, bro, if you ever had your cable cut off and you woke up in the morning like expecting, bro, listen, I don't know what's worse.
And you made it happen too,
bro. I don't know what's worse.
Board games, you did something because your entertainment was
right now, bro. With all this entertainment technology we got now, bro, oh my God, bro, I can't play no more Xbox. How much more Xbox I'm gonna play, bro? I've been playing everything on Xbox. I've been watching all the podcasts, bro. I'm self-quarantine, trying to stay in the house, bro. I ain't been working about 4 or 5 hours out there. I been working my shit because we ain't been having shit to do.
I've been taking it in stride because I edit, so I was just making the belt. Okay, hold on. I'm revealing some new age shit on the Lil Dilly show. I'm making the concept art for the belt for the battles whenever that come back after this quarantine. So that's in design. That's shit going that.
When the quarantine's over, though, man, shit should be pretty lit though. Like it's gonna be more events and shit. Like shit definitely gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah,
bro.
I got a lot of stuff coming through the tank.
Shit. But man, today's topic, bro, just shit I was gonna talk about. I was gonna talk about me and my homeboy have a conversation, just different between being like he always tells me shit, bro, and I always tell him like, bro, I'm wise. I don't consider myself smart. He always tell me, bro, you're smart, bro. You a smart nigga. That I'm like, nah, I'm wise, and wisdom comes from experience. And I was just telling him the difference between being smart and being wise. The difference between being smart is basically what they consider book smarts. Yeah, you book smarts. You know the logical sense of it. But when you street smart, you like, yeah, it might sound good, but it ain't good over there. Like, you're kind of wise because you've been there before. So a smart person can make the quote unquote right decision, but when you make which called quote unquote still the right but a wise decision, because it might be right to look out for your family because they're family member, but to be wise is to stop giving them $20-$30 every time they ask for it, because eventually you're going to be broke. Now somebody be like, nah, that's just being smart. No, being smart is kind of looking out for your family. You don't want to see your family because that's a smart right. It's right. It's the right decision. Sometimes the wrong decision that was morally or ethically wrong to your family, be like, nah, you could have just let him do that, and look what he had to go do. He had to go steal the car. No, he didn't have to go do nothing. He chose to go do that. So the smart thing to do is, let me stop handicapping him. Now the wise thing to be like, let me start handicapping him. The smart thing to do is be giving him $20 so he don't got to go break in the car. But now look what you're doing. So I was just trying to explain to my homeboy in between being smart and wise, and he was just telling me like, bro, it's basically the same thing. I'm like, I only know what I know now, bro, because the shit that I've lived through, bro. Right. That's why I know what I'm 29, bro. I'm not old as fuck. I don't know shit, bro. But I just know it's an area real close to here, bro. Like literally not even 60 feet, bro. I used to cook dope in that kitchen, right? It's amazing to know where my life is 10 years later. Like, well, I ain't sold dope since 2013, so 7 years later, see what my life is now. It's like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I was sitting in that parking lot a minute ago. I'm like, damn. I remember coming to this parking lot catching plays and shit. Like, I remember before that racetrack was right there. Like, I remember that shit. But I just been through a lot of shit. Like, I knew not to have more than 3 ounces in the house if I ain't gonna whip it up real fast, keep it moving. I knew not to do certain shit because I was wise. A smart man would have been, no, I got all this dope. I'm gonna keep it on me. I don't want to be, because you're smart. Yeah, that is the smart thing to do. Move smart, but when you're in the streets, it's different. You got to move wise. Because a smart nigga gonna last, but a wise nigga gonna make it out. And that's why I keep telling people it's a difference, bro. What do you believe is the difference between just a smart individual and a wise individual? After hearing my examples and shit like that, I don't know because I speak metaphorically a lot, but that's probably how best I could break it down because shit, that's all I know. Well, what do you feel like is different between like being wise, like having wisdom and having smarts?
Well, in my field, doing video, I think is, taking time on certain projects, knowing that you can, because it's doing a short film, doing any type of film, anything that requires you to film longer than 10 hours of content, you better be like pacing yourself, like doing marathons.
Because if you're trying to sprint and knock it out in the first hour or two, shit
that might be a smart thing to do. Yeah, but then you risk hating it. I almost hated this job.
That might be your first time doing that project. So the smart thing would be busting it out. But if this is your 4th or 5th project, the wise thing be like, hey, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna let the people who need to do certain shit come in when they gotta hit their lines and shit. Y'all can chill in the trailer. I don't need 50 mad actresses and actors and all this. The table food's already gone, and I don't need it. So that comes with wisdom. But being smart is like, they wouldn't have gave me this with that, because being smart, you're kind of arrogant. Right. And I tell people, arrogance and confidence is a very thin line. Arrogance is never knowing how to drive a helicopter and jump behind that bitch. Having a little confidence is I studied for this, and I know I'm gonna make it. Arrogance is just like, I can do this. I know I can do it.
Well, I can say this. I can say I'm stacking a smart one on top of a wise one. So my wise one is me doing the film. Yeah. The chapter story film when that get ready to come out. Greed, 2020. But the smart thing that I'm doing is doing the podcast. The podcast is kind of like something that's get it here, get it now, because it's one template. You make the show. So that's kind of a smart thing. There's really no wise thing to do that, but there's wise plays within that smart situation. So you can kind of take it that way, like you.
Yeah, because there's no fault and wrong. But I know there's some situations where in life you might be like, damn, man, what's the smart thing to do? And I tell people, shit, the best thing is like, what's the wise thing to do? Like in the situation right now, what's the smart thing to do? We're all quarantined. We're all trying to make sure we can make sure finances meet up. We can all try to make sure we still got our next meal. Like shit, them doomsday preppers don't look crazy now. They don't look crazy.
They don't.
With 70 cans of kernel corn. They don't look crazy now. Now they look like, whoa, because in day 3 of a crisis, the markets are going to shut down. There's going to be no supermarket, no Walmart. It's going to be one pack of meat on the shelf. People are going to be fighting over. It's going to be lines. Walmart's
just telling her that.
Yeah, like when it comes to it. So do they really want to see us do that? Do they really want to see that? You feel me?
Because right now money is worthless.
Yeah.
But a thing of ham, whole nigga about to
So
ready the
if
whole fight.
things come. That's why I tell people in a time like this, you got to be mentally strong, physically strong, or financially strong. And by financially strong, you got to be able to wave $1 in front of somebody so they can be motivated or they can be influenced to go do something. But meanwhile, if you're smart or you're wise, and you know like that dollar means nothing. So I would not fall fool for that. If you're wise, best thing to have tangible right now is ammo, guns and ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing to have tangible. Well, I
Exactly.
can't have guns around me. I'm a convicted felon, but that's the best thing to have, guns and ammo. Because if you come around me, bro, I'm going to die.
Not,
we got
not just for
born and
protection,
rose
but, you know, say the world ends up where everybody thinking.
yeah.
You going to need that ammo to kill
Yeah.
you a couple of animals
Yeah,
around here,
man,
take you some
yeah.
meat home.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's the most reliable asset to have right now, especially like if you're wise. But nobody's lived through this. Like there's 70-year-olds who can't say they lived through something like this. Doesn't happen like this. Like the smallpox shit happened back in whenever it. It's been a long time since this right here has been something like this. And my thing is, bro, they're focusing too much on the totalities of death, which is 3 to 4%, not the survival rate, which is 96 to 97%. Like there's people surviving. Kevin Durant's over it. Like the survival rate, but I know 3% of 100,000 is alive. I know that, but understood. We're still talking 97% of people are still surviving.
Right.
I believe the best thing for all of us to happen is all of us to get the coronavirus. Because if we're speaking logically, which we separate from being smart and wise, smart thing, stay in your house, don't get it. The wise thing to do, as time has told us, give you the flu, give you immune to it. So give me this virus, let me be immune to it. If I'm young and I can live through it. If not, kill me off. What they're planning on doing anyways, because Darwinism is real. Only the strong survive, mentally, physically, financially. That shit is real. And it ain't conspiracy corner time, motherfuckers. It ain't conspiracy corner time. I'm just rapping. But I do believe, like, in a situation like this, who's smart or wise in a situation like this? Because it's hard. Who's going to lead your family at a time like this? Bro, certain jobs, they're considering, a McDonald's job is considered essential. So you went to school and got all them diplomas to be an architect and nobody's building a building or needs you to design shit because we don't know if shit's going to happen. But that girl who works at McDonald's cash register, she needs her job. She's an essential employee. It's crazy. Meanwhile, you just talked all this shit about McDonald's workers and how they are. And I believe if you're an essential worker, you should at least get double the pay or time and a half or whatever, however the fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Because what I do is not essential work. Half the people we go to their houses, they got signs on their front gate. They're like, we're not accepting no deliveries. They're like, we don't want. I'm like, all right, man. I'm calling the warehouse, bro. They don't want this shit. Well,
Should
you got
be like a
job.
pandemic pay or some shit.
Yeah, I believe. But in my thing, bro, where the fuck did this $2 trillion come from just that quick?
Facts.
Just that quick. $2
Yep.
trillion. Y'all got $2 trillion, but they say $22 trillion Wall Street, but no, we're $60 trillion in debt. They
That's-
don't do.
that's good debt.
Yeah, we're, and that's why I tell people, like, look at the shit that happened with Gaddafi. Like, a lot of people don't do their research. People want to be claimed Moors and Mats and Anunnakis and all this shit and Anunnaki, whatever the fuck, claim it. But they're like culture and race banging on each other because, oh, I'm a Moor, I'm a Mat, or we're the originals, and we're this, we're that, like shit like that. When you hear certain shit like that, it's like, damn, what's going on, bro? When you hear shit like that, it make you think, damn, them the motherfuckers that want to race bang on the motherfuckers say, oh, I'm an Anunnaki, so I don't want to have none of them motherfuckers doing shit.
You said what? Oh, yeah. I thought you said Mike is here.
Yeah, so I seen some motherfuckers, bro, they be in the comments, bro, those motherfuckers that wear the hotep hats and wear shit like that, bro, they'll bang with you, oh, we're this, we're that, and not understand that we're still all in one, or they'll fight and argue with people. But I learned years ago, bro, about how some of the people, bro, who they justify their certain religions or their certain causes just to bend for their rights, to say that, okay, I did this, or say, or you can find it in the scripture, it says this, or in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, or in the Quran. They'll use all that shit to justify exactly like with their argument or what they want to get a point, but bend the rules almost to make it apply for them and only them. So when I see these motherfuckers that come with the, oh, I'm a man, I'm a Moor, I'm a this, I'm a that, they don't really do like the real research, bro, like on what happened over there in Africa with Gaddafi and like what he was trying to do with the one world, with the currency he was building. That was the only place that was not in no kind of debt to no country. If you wanted to have a farm, he would give you all the materials. Now, it was a dictatorship. I understand that, but we know what media does. Media turns you into media turns you into they'll tell you They'll tell you this guy's a dictator, he's this, he's that, because we see it on ABC, NBC, CBS. But we don't watch the news and BBC. We don't watch the World African. We don't watch none of that shit. So while we don't pay attention to none of that shit, bro, they'll hit us on some, well, Gaddafi did this, he did all that. Bro, if anybody did research on Gaddafi, he was always about his people. Do your research on, it's crazy because people ain't going to agree with it, but do your research on Osama bin Laden? Do your research on Saddam Hussein? Like, Osama bin Laden used to work for the feds. Like, people don't know about this. The man used to work for the federal government. I forgot what his shit was, but there was a guy on Joe Rogan podcast talking about, I was like, so this nigga worked for the CIA. Basically, they didn't want to help him fund and get shit going and help him get this shit going over there for his people, liberate his people, so that's why he turned on the U.S. Basically, the U.S. turned on him, really. Meanwhile, they afforded this man a Harvard. He went to Harvard, graduated. Saddam Hussein has the key to the city of Detroit, and it's like all kind of, he was cool as shit. He got pictures with the bushes and shit, but now you're chasing this guy, and then they're pulling out his statue and shit over there where he's from. America's media told us that these people are bad. They did their dictatorships. But why do those people over there in those countries go so hard when those people are killed and shit? Like when that's why I don't think they killed Osama bin Laden. To know he worked for the feds, for one, and to know you ever see Zero Dark 30 and hear the guy talk about how it happened? The guy says the helicopter crashed. Do you not know they would have been unaware and got him out of there as soon as they heard that loud boom and they knew it wasn't their people? Pablo Escobar moved good. You mean to tell me Osama bin Laden, who had that's like Farrakhan being a wanted man right now. He could go anywhere in America and won't be touched. Still be doing his videos like Osama bin Laden was doing. He was the first nigga to go viral. Osama bin Laden been putting up YouTube videos on you niggas in the middle of the day. Remember in the middle of the day, bro?
Oh yeah, he was doing the virus.
Remember in the middle of the day, bro? Bro, remember?
Yeah,
But now listen, bro, you know it's crazy, bro, when that documentary came out, bro, and they were like debunking a lot of shit. Like they would switch from, and you'll see the curtain, next to the curtain, he's got like, cable boxes, he's got PlayStation, Xbox, like they had shit. This man comes from money. He comes from money. They have money. His people are all liberator fighters and all this shit, bro. It's crazy because nobody tell you that shit. Everybody wants to tell you, oh no, he was a terrorist, he was a terrorist. You know, Huey P. Newton is labeled a terrorist. So with him being labeled a terrorist, that means anybody that follow him is of the terrorist organization. So right now, you can call yourself a Klansman, but you can't call yourself a Black Panther.
Right.
That's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. But I see, I was arguing with my homeboy about some shit like that, and I was just telling him about, there's so many people, like right now, they'll tell you, here in America, bro, the media run it. That's how the media is running shit now, bro. They told us all this shit, bro. I go to Publix, there's rows of shit, full of shit. Go to Walmart, full of shit. Like, it's full of shit. But the media tell you, get there now. They'll cause a panic. They'll rise. I was watching a show called American Gods, and they was talking some shit about that shit, bro. But do you think that the media controls that shit? Like, the media is pushing it? Yo.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm still in this bitch. Get your ass out that canoe, bitch. Jit say he flipped out the canoe, y'all. Hey, man.
Flipped out the canoe?
Hey, man, look, man, this big strong back ass nigga got in the canoe, thought he was doing the thing, too. I say, boy, as soon as they got past that boat, I said, oh, it's over. It's too much weight in the back. Yeah, we in this bitch. Look, all right, y'all see what Jit at there. All right, we in this bitch, bro. Y'all see what Jit at, man.
Wait, never.
He pulling up. He ain't far from here. He just where he was at. They was fucking off.
Oh.
Fucking all bad with a dumb ass. But bro, remember, dog, we were just speaking about Gaddafi and how the media was making him out to be. Because, bro, I'm the type of person when I get onto something like.
Well, of course, the media always put they 2 cents in, and they always overhype shit that shouldn't be overhyped. It'll be something that just, I don't know, just something very, just, I don't know, pick your poison.
Yeah.
Name something so meek. They will blow this bitch out of proportion.
What do you think the last thing is they blew out of proportion, bro? And this right here, before you even said it, bro, this is gonna fuck you up, but I'm gonna hold mine off because you're gonna be like, well, damn, what's your perspective? But what's the last thing that the media blew up that had you thinking like, all right, y'all blowing this out of perspective? The hurricane, was it that last hurricane? Remember that hurricane?
Which one?
That last one that was supposed to come that never came.
Oh, yeah.
That swerved off.
The last one?
That came
That wasn't, like, if it came in, it was gonna, like, hit a
but it
car.
swerved out on us.
Oh yeah, I remember because we was shut down for a little minute.
Yeah.
It was like what, 2 days, 3 days.
And the media blew that shit up like a motherfucking special.
Yeah.
Even on CNN, like the world, like they did it. And you know, that's how I think it's a trick, because if it's just impacting us, why don't you just say Florida and just our news be crazy, but then they'll be impacting, like, so they'll have it on CNN and MSNBC. Florida is, so mean your family members in Nantucket or Oklahoma, they're like, oh my God, hey Paw, you good down there? You need to get out of there. Building a paranoia upon you, including for the pandemic supposed to be. But bro, this is mine where I tell you, like, I believe the media like pushes shit.
Like, you have so many ways that, like, if this is a version of population control. I remember watching a film when I was in in elementary.
What did you watch?
It was called Lottery. It was how the lottery
Oh,
originally got started.
Yeah.
And you know, they drew sticks.
Yeah.
Like, they have so many ways they try to get you to kind of kill yourself because you dealing
Have you
with.
seen that meme about the districts? If America was districts, and then like the Southwest is District 3, we will win.
Yeah. It
you
said
really
Florida.
think- do you
It said
think
Florida. We will.
Do you think we'll really win?
I think yeah.
I don't think we will.
Because we're full. Because we got to take on
From Texas all the way down now. From Texas, like yeah.
Because you got to think about it. Like, most of the people here in Fort Myers, I've ran into more New Yorkers than anything. There's a lot of New Yorkers. She's from New York.
Nah, son, for real, B. Yo, I'm from Uptown for fucking Bed-Stuy, son. Like, don't come on my block with that shit, man. On the bummy ass raps your cousin was here with last week. Yo, tell Sporty come back and watch what we do, son. Yeah, fucking
Aight,
give him a
B.
smiley face, man. Cheek to cheek, son. Ear to ear. We ain't playing, son. For real, 54 from 100. Wherever that's at.
But,
That's probably like
yeah.
the rich part. Hey, they even name that block.
I don't even know because there's so many numbers. But yeah, I'm not good with that. But with streets and numbers,
Bro, but I don't. Okay, now this is my logic and why I don't think that we will win in that. Did you see like the Northwest region? Like, we got to go against Washington and like Oklahoma, Omaha and fucking Nebraska and shit. I mean, what is it? Washington, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, all that shit, Iowa. And then this is what I'm getting at. Where does the NFL get their linemen from? That's who we got to fight.
I mean,
corn
that's
huskers.
linemen.
No, those are. You see how they're built? They're corn huskers.
I see how they
exactly. There's some big ass white boys.
Well,
now
you
that's
got
who.
some-
But that's who we got to fight. Those motherfuckers. So now, as long as they stay on their territory, they're great because the wilderness they're built for. Floridians can't go up there to that cold fighting. They could come down here and do a little damage because they got it. But that's why I say because they're used to it. They're corn huskers. They make all the corn up there in Idaho. They make the potatoes, bro. Between Iowa, Idaho, and all that shit, bro, where we going to get all our shit from? And you got to think, California, Arizona's going to be made Peachtree already, so they're going to get taken over. So it's going to be the whole west side versus this side, really. I was already thinking, because, bro, you think about strategic, think about risk. I was taking all that in perspective, like, see, that's why the difference between being smart and wise. See, you smart, you'll think Florida's going to win. I'm a little wiser. You're a little older, a little old fuck, but I'm a little wiser. I say the Northwest, because they got all the resources like a motherfucker.
Nah, it's not that I'm going off of. It's just for.
You think that Florida going to do some shit? Nah.
Florida going Florida.
And we Florida, exactly. And that's why Nebraska's going to Nebraska, and they going to come full trench like those niggas that got cloaks on. They're coming with cloaks and shit. We going to be this motherfucker, no shirt, puss-ass cracker, and we going to get shot, sniped from 4 states over.
Like, I do give you that component. If we get into some winter.
And then what if
yeah,
they cut
we
everything
probably-
off, bro? Then you got to think, these motherfuckers can still run shit off of potatoes. Like, we ain't got no gas down here in Florida. They cut off all the pipelines. Like, they can still run off fucking potatoes. They're making fucking ethanol shit like off potatoes and shit now. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Bro, go to Idaho. They got potato soap. Bro, that shit, yeah, nigga. Yeah, for real, bro. It's a real industry. That's why, bro, when I was watching this documentary about weed, bro, I've watched at least 30, 40 documentaries about weed. All of them are different. Bro, but all of them stem back to how the feds knew about hemp and what hemp was capable of doing and how they got rid of hemp. They were smart enough to say, hey, shit, we ain't gonna let these motherfuckers get it. But they weren't wise enough to know that once you make something illegal, it makes a demand even higher now. So it's even more. You got to pay for it now. Like just now with these weed prices and shit, you motherfuckers getting out ridiculous. I can imagine how a crackhead feel right now. Shit, it's getting hard. You want to come out after 12? You need a 40? Man, nigga, that's gonna be 45, 56. Like, god dang. Thinking about shit like that, bro, it makes me feel like it was pretty smart for them to say, hey man, this hemp shit is, because they were making plastic out of it. They're making a lot of shit out of this hemp shit back in the day. And now they're like, nah, it ain't good for you, it's this and that. all right, but it's the one plant that's not altered the most. Like for cocaine to be made out of cocaine leaf, the oil's got to be squeezed out. They sift up the leaf, make the powder, and then you got a small little brick, and now they cutting it. That's a whole process. Now it's still natural from the earth, still natural from the earth, but it's a whole process. The weed itself has got the smallest process of it. It might have a couple crossbreeds and shit like that, but it's still naturally grown, maybe a little spray with it, but it's still more naturally grown. It's not like heroin. It's not come from an opiate poppy seed and then whatever the fuck. Like I watching the Ozark and watching that when she burnt up her whole poppy fucking field.
I gotta start that bitch.
Bro, Ozark is Ozark is dope. If you want to learn how to launder money and like how to move,
it fell off somewhere.
No, it didn't. It picked right back up.
When
What season you on?
Well, when we stopped, we was like almost done with season, and it just fell off.
Because it was supposed to fall off like that. Because it cranks all the way the fuck up and just it rolls from 2 to 3 to 4. And when you get to, because you gotta think these series, you know what they're doing. They're usually picked up for 2 seasons. So we got character development. We got enough time to develop all these characters to let the little girl grow because she's too of age. She was just 18, 19 when she started work for Martin. Yeah, she gets of age and it gets deeper than rap, like way deeper.
All right.
It's really good. I think, and then because
I'm
the
still
game,
waiting for Better Call Saul to come back, dog.
It did just came back.
It ain't came back yet.
Well, the new season on Netflix just came on, but on FX it ain't came back yet. Nah, a newer season.
I think the next one's supposed to be coming in August, and hopefully this coronavirus pushes.
Which one did you see? The one after they went to the funeral of his brother and all that?
Yeah. Recent.
I only got on Better Call Saul because I watched Sons of Anarchy.
I haven't seen that yet.
That's where the fuck Better Call Saul comes from. I mean, Breaking Bad.
Oh, about
yeah.
Oh, about to say, wait, what?
I was thinking about the Mayans comes from Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy is it's right there with.
I seen the Mayans.
I still think The Wire is a better written and produced show. For that time, it still stands now. The writing of it, but the Breaking Bad might be one of the best TV series of all time. Just because Bryan Cranston played a hell of a fucking role.
Bruh.
The dude from Need for Speed helped play the hell of a role.
I watched it, and then she was watching, and then I just caught on with her, and then started watching it. I was just
my girlfriend I was dating at the time, she didn't give a fuck about nothing, bro. I'd be down. I come home from work one day, I'm like, I know there's something. I'm like, you watching Breaking Bad? I heard Walter White. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I thought his name was Heisenberg. I'm like, no, that's what they call on the street. And then from there, just locked in. And I hate watching something with somebody and we're watching the same fucking thing and they ask me 100 questions. But when I like it, I'm into it. I'm like, no, that's Walter White. Like, that's his wife. Like, he had cancer, like the meth, keeping his dick hard now. He fucking all night off that meth. Like, she's like, he ain't smoked. I'm like, the fumes from it. Like, that's why his beard grew up. And she's like, oh, shit. Oh, he was the teacher in the beginning. I'm like, you got to go back to season 1 and shit like that. So it really gets me into it, but I hate watching a movie with somebody, bro, and I got to tell them.
Nah,
so what happened? We looking at the same.
Yeah. We watching the same shit?
Put your phone down. God.
Yeah, pay attention.
Robbie
like, if you ain't going to watch, don't watch.
Robbie mad. I be fucking more than pissed, bro.
Facts.
Beyond pissed ain't the point, bro. Then I have somebody be like, hey, I'm finna put on, my homeboy like, hey, I'm put on Narco. We put on Narco, we playing music. I'm like, well, damn, I'm trying to get Narco. I lied about I have to do some shit just so I can go home and motherfucking watch Narco in the damn stuff.
Man, the whole entire time I kept telling her, I was like, man, you got to watch it, Better Call Saul. Watch it.
Better Call Saul,
I mean, not Better Call Saul, but Breaking Bad. And then she finally watched it. Hooked.
I definitely like that motherfucker.
Double time hook. Boy, he came in out the gate. Most people say they jumped out the window on it. Even Lee said he jumped out. He said he didn't like it.
Oh my God,
Lee don't like shit. Lee don't like shit. He is a good business partner, but when it comes to personal shit, don't come around him. Do not come around him. He don't like nothing. Everything bores him. It has to be so grounded. It can't leave no imagination to him.
He said he don't like shit.
No, he don't like nothing. He like football. He like basketball. He's very plain Jane. He barely like fighting.
What makes you get into a series like when watching though? What makes you say, all right, I'm finna lock
Well, for me, doing the type of work that I'm doing, I like a lot into it. I can't just get down with a love story. I can't get down with just action. I think Transformers, something like Transformer bored me to death. There wasn't enough story. It was just
even with the action. Yeah, I remember watching Expendables. I was like, this shit is trash just because they try to have too much.
It's just
action.
too much.
Yeah, you trying to do
like
too
give
much.
me a good love like Titanic. I don't want to be. I think that was a well planned out
Because
story.
It was
It
written
so
well,
much.
but then look how long it was too. They had to develop
I didn't
characters
feel
and storyline and shit. Yeah,
When-
because you're stuck in the moment. So yeah, you
Yep.
feel it, yeah. You know what I will
Scarface
say, bro?
was like that.
Yeah, Scarface. If it's a longer movie, like people tell me that movie, the Good Man, or the movie I just watched with Al Pacino them on.
The Goodfellas.
Is that it?
The Goodfellas.
No, not the old movie. I'm talking about the new movie that just came out.
Oh,
on Netflix.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, The Good Guys, the song with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, and it's like old Irish mafia movie.
Man,
It's like
they've been in like 45 million movies together.
But this is their first movie in like 15-something years, though. That's why they is making a bid with Joe Pesci and all that shit. It's really good. It's called The Irishman or something, I believe. It's on Netflix. But watching it, it's 3.5 hours long, bro. But I was locked in. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize it was 3.5 hours long. I'm like, and then Netflix is something also like I'm watching on my phone. I rarely watch my TV. I'm always watching on my laptop. I'm turning my TV on. I'm finna watch basketball. It's in the background, and I barely watch TV, bro. I just run my light bill up for
Same.
nothing. I think that's just being a creature of habit, like just having my TV on.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't turn it on now. I can
just had
find
it-
myself so much.
Like I wake up
entertainment
every
when I
morning.
watch
There's nothing to watch now. I still wake up every morning and watch ESPN. Just being a creature of habit. Yeah, just being a creature of habit, bro.
I haven't
Just
watched ESPN,
every fucking morning, bro. I wake up every morning, bro, and just look at ESPN like it's
I
something
do
to
now since they adapted the
Man,
UFC. Since
bro,
they
they're-
adapted, I'm up there now.
Well, there's not a
Before
fucking
then,
thing.
I used to be on YouTube on UFC app, just soaking in fights and just learning a few more techniques and stuff like
Bro,
that.
there's not a fuck thing to watch on motherfucking TV right now, bro. There's nothing to watch.
I'm okay with it now.
I'm okay
I,
with it.
I
'cause
think
I'm
the
catching up
'90s
on-
supplied me with enough TV that I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm in the house locked in, catching up on series. Bro, I'm watching the series, listening to a podcast, fucking rolling weed, playing a video game, all at the same time, bro. Bro, there's nothing to do. I get out of work so early now. Like, my boss is just trying to keep shit afloat. I'm like, and I can feel it. Like, you can feel shit. You can feel it. Like, bro, this shit is the worst thing I've lived through in my life. Like, I remember when 9/11 happened and, like, how it was during that time. I remember being 11 going to 12 years old and just remember that year from 2001 to 2002. I just remember that year. I'm like, whoa. This is the funniest I felt since that year. Like, this year feels funny. And I remember, like, after 9/11, how everybody got looked at. You get a, whoa, you got that Rona. And like I keep telling people, my own philosophy, I believe, my theory is you get the Rona, you survive, that's the best thing can happen. Because now when it attacks you, your immune system is built up for it. Is that not how the flu works? Is that not how anything else works?
You heard about the cars blowing up over at the airport?
Yeah, bro, I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck? That look. What do you think made that happen? You think it was just like a mistake? You think that shit like
Dude,
that?
God is wreaking his ugly head. That's what that is.
Bro.
Like, this man is angry.
That's crazy.
Like, if you think about it, evaluate everything that we've done over like a period, and when the last time you noticed anything hit this fucking hard like this?
Bro, that's
where it
crazy.
shut down the fucking world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about this shit, bro. It affects everything. I can't go on my timeline to talking about it. I'm watching ESPN to shut down sports. I can't go nowhere. I can't. My favorite restaurants, IHOP, Perkins, and Applebee's, bro. I like other little shit, but they're close by my house, and they're just a quick. If I don't feel like cooking nothing, quick, $10 to $12 meal, bet, give me a drink, hang out for a couple hours, bro. Those are my little spots. I can't go to them now. And I understand. I remember in the summertime where there's no basketball, no nothing, no hockey, no nothing on TV. I can still go to Applebee's and watch some NASCAR, whatever the fuck's on TV, and just still enjoy the environment. Now you can't even go sit down at a restaurant. The gym's closed. I only went 3 times a week, but I still went. The gym is closed, bro. Like, my time is idle because I see myself smoking all day and all day. Bro, I'm smoking all day, watching all I want because there's nothing to do. Like, keep me occupied.
I'm so glad my job is essential.
My job's not essential.
It's not essential.
I can see they finna let us go. I can tell they finna let all our asses go.
But
I can see it in the check.
I already
I can
been
see it.
doing online work, so my work doesn't really move out of the sit down.
But I can. That's why, bro. Like, I've been doing this forex trading shit. This girl put me on a while ago, man. Just it ain't much, but I'm still a couple dollars in the morning, bro. She's teaching me some more techniques to be a better trader, but it's making income. And like, I was talking at the warehouse with my guys, and we were just talking. I'm like, bro, I hate that you guys don't have no extra income. I just really hate that you guys have nothing else. They really have nothing. They really rely on their job, and now their hours are cutting back. Yeah. I got friends asking me for loans and shit. Hey, Mike, and I'm like, bro, I'm fucked up too. Like, what are you asking me for? Like, what the hell, bro? I got child support to pay, motherfucker, the fuck out my face. Like, damn, bro, we got this, but bro, I don't care. At this point, I don't want to hear it because everyone is going through something. You know, at a time when somebody could come ask you for a favor, bro, maybe they might have lost their job. Right now, everybody lost their job.
Yeah, there's no help.
Yeah,
you
like,
literally
come
gotta
on,
look
bro.
at the homeless dude and be like, nigga, give me $5.
Bruh, how you do this shit? What I need to write on my sign? What?
I damn sure gonna be.
What I need? We'll work, man. We'll work for head. That's what I put on my sign. We'll work for head. That's what I
Like,
put on
Mike,
my
you're
sign.
doing it wrong.
No, what? Damn,
Look, you get the items you want. I get the items I
ain't
want.
it, man? Damn, Satchel. And you stand on the other side of 41. I'm going on 75, bitch. Motherfucker. And you know his name's Satchel, too. Shit like that.
A
Shit
homeless
like
dude named Satchel.
Satchel. Damn. God,
Satchel Page. Get your ass over
Satchel.
here.
Come on, man. Hey, where that coffee mug at? We going back to 7-Eleven getting a refill.
Oh, Satchel.
For real, but you know what, bro, at a time like this, homeless people ain't affected. They living their motherfucking lives. They out here looking at you niggas crazy. Oh,
I bet they laughing.
You surviving on $4 today, Trent? Oh, you got to eat day old bread? Hey, you know, and at a time like this, y'all stop being bougie. Day old bread store ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
Facts.
Do you know what the day old bread store is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got to know what that is. Like, it's just, they got one on Metro, one in 04 Miles.
Bet
by
you
the
that
tire
bitch
shop.
packed.
Yeah, like, it's still good today,
Niggas.
tomorrow. But after that, that bitch, everything sourdough. Everything sourdough. For real. They, hey, y'all need to go home. I can do this by myself. Y'all tripping. Look, they high and shit. They high. No, for real though, bro. I remember my mama took us there one time, right?
I'm laughing because this shit was painful.
Yeah, my mama
You
took
had
us
to get
there.
that whack ass bread.
My mama took, no, hold on, it's name bread too. Be Wonder Bread,
Man, fuck
Nature
outta here,
Owns.
dude.
It be name bread.
You don't want no, like,
It's going
you wanna
back.
you want to get a sandwich when you want to get a sandwich, not the day of.
Oh yeah. Listen, make it so bad. I'm telling my mom, and she told me, yeah, Mike, you been doing good in school all week. Come Friday in school, they used to give us like stars and be like, hey, you get a purple star, a red star, or a gold star. Purple star just means you was A-OK through the week. Red star just means you're doing above A-OK. Gold star means you've been doing everything the teacher asked. You ain't been disruptive. You ain't been trying to flirt with the little girls in the back of the classroom. You ain't been calling your cousin gay. She ain't had to separate.
Hunch?
Like,
You ain't been hunching?
Nah, I ain't get to that like middle school. But I was in elementary, like a bad ass. Cause my cousin went to school with us. So I like fucking him bad. And then at the time, me and my sister, we was the only black kids in this one school. So we like both of us together made one nigga. Like the fuck, my mama, my daddy was like, that shit was crazy. But we in this motherfucking school, man, and these motherfuckers do like the little purple, red, and gold star. I'm like, damn, I've been good. I got a gold star. When she gave me the gold star, I had it on my thumb. I was like, oh, I get to go put it on my chart. I'm running to the chart. Because I know you get a little dollar fry thing. They used to have these dollar American meals back in the day. You guys remember back in the day, McDonald's had the American meals, like spend $1, you get just a burger, fry, and a drink. You don't get nothing special. You just get one burger, one fry, and one drink. It wasn't nothing special or nothing.
No
I think this when they introduced those paper, because everything used to be like the cardboard fries. I think this when they introduced the paper fry bag. When they came up with them all-American dollar meals on Sunday, Wednesday was like cheeseburger meal. And yeah, McDonald's had it going on back then. Y'all ain't know nothing.
they
So
had a lot
I'm
of
doing great
dollar
in school.
menu
Bro,
was dollar.
I'm doing great in school. I'm doing it. So my mama tell me, yeah, Mike, you do good Friday. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we take you to McDonald's because I know you're going to get your McDonald's little free fry and all this, and I'm going to get your that's when McFlurry just came out. I wanted one. Remember McFlurries came out in the 90s? Yeah, nigga, y'all ain't young-ass jits. Fuck age. I remember when them pies came. Boy, them pies was the shit, boy. So I'm happy as hell. We finna go to
Batman
McDonald's.
toys.
Man, bro, mind you, this at a time when the motherfucker had playgrounds at McDonald's. So it was a whole thing. We eat McDonald's for dinner. It was like a thing.
Bruh.
Eating McDonald's for dinner. That was a
Whole
thing.
experience.
Like, that was a
Now
thing.
it's just a grab and go
Yeah,
type deal.
that's crazy. That's crazy how, like, we've microwaved that much to this point, bro. Like, McDonald's was, like, not high class, but it was frank. We appreciated McDonald's was the shit.
No, McDonald's was high class
Bro,
at a moment.
Bro, so we happy. I'm thinking I'm finna shit. I got everything going. I done had a great week. Put my gold star on my chart. I'm thinking to take it home to my mama. Mom, look, I know I ain't steal nobody chart, because they get the charts. And then, you know, back in the day, you used to laminate shit. Laminate was your screenshot back then. Like, you can't fuck with that. You know, laminate this. The teacher had to laminate my report card because I used to be trying to fix shit. Like, Mr. Cobain erased the whole, I used to erase it so hard, it erased the printed off ink on that motherfucker. So I get to the house, waiting on my mama to come. She get off work early Fridays and shit. Mom. My mom used to work at the Juicy Loose right here. Mom, let's go to McDonald's. Even though she work at Juicy Loose, we want McDonald's or just you want McDonald's. It's the shit as a kid. Get McDonald's as a kid was the shit. The toy came in there, bro. You want McDonald's.
Okay.
Bro, so we going. Bro, and it would be the stupidest toy ever. A toy that attached to here, you press the button and it shoots out. That shit hard. Do it again. like that's all it was. The dumbest toys in the fucking world. We had a Pokeball that had the card in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nigga, I'm old. Nigga, I'm 29.
Damn.
Nigga, yeah. Bro, so my mama come pick us up. She get me and my sister. At this time, it's just me and my big sister. I didn't have a baby brother and baby sister then. So we riding. I'm thinking we finna go to McDonald's and shit. I'm a kid. Dates don't add up. The 1st and the 15th don't mean shit to me. I'm a kid. Man, I'm not realizing it's like the 15th, 16th of the month, and we need these groceries from the food banks and from the dollar old bread, from the the day old bread store to go with like the food stamp money. We need to mix this. Like, so we gonna get meat with the food stamp and we gonna go get the bread. So I'm not thinking about this. We drive by McDonald's. Oh, I ain't tripping. This is one of them at Walmart. I know my mama ain't gonna leave me out like this. We drive by Walmart. We whipping that bitch. We going there shopping and shit. We get like ground beef, all kind of little bullshit, turkey necks and shit. We leave out. Don't say nothing. Because you tell my mama, like, the worst thing that happened before, my cousin spent the night with us. So you don't tell your mama she messed up. We stayed the night. My cousin stayed the night with us before. And, like, my mama would let us cuss on one condition. Be like, Mom, we want the whole damn thing. I mean, you want cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, mustard, man. You want everything on your sandwich. Or everything on your burger, whatever. So she made these salmon patties one night. Y'all ever had salmon patties? Put them together, egg. I'm fine. And the whole fine. My cousin see me. Mom, I want the whole damn thing. He looking. He see my sister. Mom, I want the whole damn thing. He looking. He see my little cousin, which is his big brother. Auntie, I want the whole damn thing. So she fixing everybody plate. He come tell my mama, Auntie Deborah, I want the whole damn thing. So my mama whipping this shit up, getting it together. We all sitting down, smashing, eating. You know my fat ass, I had 2. I been big. My cousin sitting next to me. I'm like, cuz, you gonna eat it? He steady looking. I'm like, cuz, eat that bitch. Cuz, eat it. I think your mama made a mistake. I put my sandwich down and scooted over. I said, my mama don't make mistakes, bro. You finna get your ass whooped. So I said, you better not tell my mama that is. So it's before I could say, don't tell my mama, Auntie Deborah. My mama said, what? Tay, what you want? But I don't like mustard. My mama said, what? But I don't like mustard. My mama said, boy, you said you want the whole damn thing. Put the whole damn mustard, Auntie. So my mama said, boy, bring that sandwich here. She took this nigga sandwich, took that bitch off that thick-ass Wonder Bread, took the dish rag out the sink, rinsed that bitch off, bro. Wiped that nigga bread off, put the salmon patty back on that bitch, put lettuce and tomato back on that bitch and gave it to his ass. And told her, don't move out that table till you eat that bitch. Mind you, this is a white lady in the house full of nothing but niggas. All her kids black, grandbabies are black. Well, my mom ain't got no grandkids yet, but nephews black, everybody black in this bitch.
Fucked up.
Bro, listen, my mom was ratchet, bro. So I'm never gonna tell my mama she wrong. So we walking out of Walmart. We go by the McDonald's. I'm like, hey, mom, wait, Michael Douglas, what the hell do you want? Nothing, man. So I get in the car the whole time. I'm finna cry, like, my throat up here. Like, I'm going to cry. Like, it's a knot. Like, somebody holding my throat. Right. I'm going to cry. I'll be damn. We go to the day old bread store. My mama say, Mikey, you get you some honey buns, whatever. They go an extra $1. I'm happy. But the whole time I'm thinking about this McDonald's that you promised me since Monday, since Sunday night, when I went to bed early. So you go smoke your reefer and not be bothered with. Because my mama love me. She know I'm a favorite. It's a type of shit. So I've been good. Almost 6 days straight. Like, good. I ain't talked back. Ain't got no blisters on my lip. I ain't been popped. I've been good. Like, I've been, for real, street lights ain't caught me all week. I've been in the house on time. Why you gonna play me like this, white lady? All right, why? Why you gonna play me like this, Deborah? Like, why? So we get the bread. So I'm happy. I go get my honey boy, come to the thing. Hold on. Boy, what the hell wrong with you? Pick your chin up. What's wrong with your face? Mind you, my mama white. This how my mom used to talk to me. Wasn't no give a fuck about no. My mama talk like a straight nigga. Like, well, mom, you had said, Mom, you lied. My mama knocked my ass smooth out that motherfucking store, went out that store, beat my ass in the station wagon, brought me back in the store, made me get the bags of bread, go back in the car, looked at me in the back seat, slapped me one more time and said, bitch, we still gonna go to McDonald's, you fat fuck. I be there. We get to McDonald's. I don't even want it no more. My burger soggy. I can't stop crying. My fries ain't bought shit. I'm mad at the bitch. My mama beat my ass in front of all my cousins. And I'm talking shit when we get home. Stop playing my game. God damn, y'all can't play my shit. My mama, here they come. Auntie Deborah, he won't let us play his game. Man, y'all damn snitching, man. Oh, damn. Bro, I hated my cousin, bro. All that, we gonna ride together, die together
See
shit.
what I'm talking about?
Bro.
This is the trauma I have. That is trauma.
That's trauma, man. That's trauma.
That is fucking trauma.
It's
Yo,
tangent going on.
I couldn't even go to sleep.
Man.
My cousin used to put hot sauce on my lip. Bro, used to, in the middle of sleep. Like, it's one thing to be eating.
But look, it was fun when you got older and you stayed up late. It was fun though, wasn't it? It was fun getting your little cousins. It was fun.
Nah, I didn't get anybody back.
Oh,
That traumatized me, man.
Oh, we got my little cousin back. Yeah, like we made him pee on himself. Like we used to watch movies, like put the hand in the cup. We thought it was playing. Really made my cousin pee the bed. My grandma beat our ass and made us see the projects and scrub the match with the water hose the next day though. So it wasn't.
Nah, I was the snitching kid. I had to.
Oh, you can't hang with us.
Nah,
you can't hang with us.
During that time, on my little ass,
you
man,
can't hang with us.
Nah,
Yeah. Don't tell him. Oh, you was a little nigga. Yeah. So you ain't gonna lie, my little cousin.
No. I can get down when I needed to. So if somebody was like fighting out, but when it was my cousins, I didn't want to fuck my cousins up. So it was like my only snitch them out.
You don't want to get beat up, though.
Yeah. You ain't
That
wanna
too.
Yeah, that's it.
My cousin was big.
Yeah, and when you was a scrawny nigga, like make it so bad. Like we had a cousin that was older than us, but he was just always skinny. We used to push his ass over. My sister bigger, so she come with us. We finna do this. No, I'm cooking grits. Ugh, and mush his ass out the way. I be like, yo, don't touch my sister either, bitch. Yo, we gonna beat your ass in here.
I had my moments.
Bro,
if you fuck with my food, it was.
At what time
sight.
did you realize, like, what moment did you realize your favorite cousin was your favorite cousin? Like, when you grew up with him, like, oh, this probably my favorite cousin, because you stuck with him type shit? Or, like, damn, we didn't grow up together, but then you done grew to be my favorite cousin.
Shit, when I moved here, my cousin Paul, rest in peace.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. And rest in peace, Paul, man.
I didn't, like, he was always the babysitter to me because he was way, way older. He was like 10, 15 years older than me. And by the time I moved here, I had to stay with him when I first moved here because I got a little bit family here. And when I spent that year and a half with him, I really knew him from he ain't about shit, nigga. He just wanted to chill, smoke his weed, sit on the porch, and do nothing. Not even video games.
Most niggas, though.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I don't like right now? I like, at my age, you know how many, because, bro, I always grew up around older people. I was selling dope and shit. Like, I was around older niggas. And it would be on some, hey, I don't play video games. I ain't on that kid shit. Not everybody I'm around, like, we grew up with video games. So even if you're 35 to 40, you grew up playing some kind of video game, bro. Like, my uncle's 42. He grew up around it when Nintendo was the shit. Like, when y'all would go, like, not y'all, but, like, older niggas would go to the arcades and bet, like, $20 games. And, like, Tecmo Bowl was the shit. Like, my uncle remembers that.
I love that game.
That was their shit, bro. Like, some people, like, I ain't grew up playing video games. Bro, I used to grow up hustling Pokemon cards. To the age we're at now, bro, it's not being nerdy. Bro, I'll never forget, man.
That's what, like, no. Here's the thing. We was locked up as kids in the house with our mom because, you know, I don't know if you had the same type of mom, but you couldn't go nowhere.
My mom was white.
Couldn't nobody come over your house.
Oh, yeah, that's my mom.
You know.
And my mama had one house key. My stepdaddy couldn't get in until she got out of work.
Facts. So
yeah, my mom on that train. Get one house key. That nigga can't come.
Facts. So we all, like, he has, that's the reason why I think me and you connected, because we damn near have the same carbon copy life story. And when you couldn't go nowhere, you just watched everything that was like National Geographic, how to build computers, all that shit.
My little cousin on here talking about she cooking right now. Hey, about time.
Hey.
My mama don't never cook. My stepdad must have gave her some dick.
But all this technology that we're around right here, all of this came when I was locked up in the house and I couldn't go nowhere.
Being a kid, bro,
Yeah, just watching this shit. Documentaries, Bill Gates.
And bro, you know that's crazy because I've always just been that guy. I learned a long time ago, Pimp C is one of my favorite rappers. Pimp C, Big Crit, Schoolboy Q, Eminem, Starlito, Waka Flocka. Like, off the top of my head, those are niggas I listen to daily. Like, I love those niggas, their content, their music, rap flows, all of that shit. And it's more niggas, but just off the top, that let you know those are my favorite. I can name them off the top of my head. Okay. When niggas like, name your top 5, I got 6, 7 off the top of my head. And they ain't even got to the niggas I fuck with, the Nas and Dre's and all that other shit. I'm just, that Crits, Eminem, Walker, and they're like, damn, that's so here, but it's more southern, but it's so left and right. But Pimp C said one time, You are what you are until what you try to be walk in the room. Like you a pimp until a real pimp walk in the room. Like you a gangster. So be who you are no matter what, because you would never walk in the room that you're already in. Pimp see the motherfucking goat. Rest in peace, Uncle Chad Butler.
Ooh,
yes, sir.
boy.
That nigga, because you want to be a gangster until a gangster walk in the room. You want to be the pimp until a pimp walk in the room and he done took all your bitches. Yeah. And now he got your hoes on his track.
I don't never be the guy that comes into the room that want to control the room, but I'm always seem to control the room from my point of view. Yeah. Just being the nerdy.
Bro, you know, I've done that too. Like, my dog, like, Hollow invited me to a little get-together, little barbecue thing they was having one day. We're going with you, my boy. I pull up the Hollow House, we chilling shit, but just going, I'm watching crowds going from table to table area. And I was just sitting in one area the whole night. Like, I was only there for 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I sat in one area the whole night, but I was watching people go from area to area, sit and chill, and see how they kept gravitating around the area I was at. Like, a couple people go here, a couple people go there, they get up and move, but they'll still come back. Damn, fat, what your ass over? Like, you can still control the room without trying to be the one going table to table, and then still move around the room gracefully without trying to walk around the room. Fact. Like, yeah, some people don't get that kind of shit right there. But bro, I know, like, back to my main topic, I was saying this difference between smart and wisdom, bro. Like, I got a lot of wisdom because, yes, my mother is white, bro, but I realized that hip hop is a culture. And my mother is of hip hop. My mother's not of her white lineage, which is whatever the fuck she was on. Like, my mom pushed me to be Christian and shit like that, but as I got older, like, now my mom respects my mom. Like I tell her, I believe in no religion, and I respect all religions. Because I'm studying more about the Jew religion and that we are the original Jews, so niggas killed Jesus. And Jesus ain't a real character. The letter J wasn't until after 1600s. Jesus lived before 1600. It's just a lot of bullshit that goes, and I tell people all the time, logic and truth will always coexist, but sometimes the truth isn't the logic. Logical sense, Kurt Cobain's killed himself, but that's not the truth. Like, logically, let's break that down real quick. If anybody don't know who Kurt Cobain is, he was the lead singer of Nirvana, a very, very popular group in the early 1990s. Probably one of the most popular, influential groups ever. Teen Spirit, different shit. The nigga was fucking amazing. And as a kid, bro, see, I listened to a lot of rock. Same. And I listen to a lot of that shit. Like, I love Paramore. I love Avril Lavigne, but, like, more punk rock shit. I love Blink-182, 98 Degrees. I like shit. 98 Degrees is more of a boy brand, but I like, they're like shit because they were a rock band too.
Man, I can get down on some Backstreet Boys.
But I love, no shame. I listen to motherfucking, Alanis Morissette. I tell people all the time, Alanis Morissette is what Beyonce is. And people are like, what do you mean she ain't? No. Alanis Morissette had just as many hit albums and songs. I'm a saint, I'm a sinner, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover. What if God was one of us? Alanis Morissette was the biggest thing in the fucking 90s. She was fucking amazing. But people don't, because they didn't do no fucking homework. But I realized that hip hop is so big as a culture. But look at the influences from all that, the rock and shit. But Kurt Cobain's allegedly killed himself. And I seen the documentary on HBO years ago, like, had Kurt Cobain's diary and shit like that. And he was a very, very dark dude, but he was a beautiful mind. Sometimes people think that just because you're sad or you're twisted in the head, that's why the saying Beauty and the Madness is real. Beautiful Mind was a great movie. Like, he was very berserk, but he was great with, like, with math and shit. He was very great. I think he did a better role in that than he did in Gladiator. And Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think Russell Crowe was better in A Beautiful Mind than he was in Gladiator.
I haven't seen Beautiful Mind.
You never seen Gladiator. You know what I'm talking about, Beautiful Mind, where he worked for the CIA. Well, he thought he was working for the CIA, but he was a professor and shit. Yeah, it came out years ago. It won so many awards, bro. And I remember my homeboy and we went to a DVD shop back when DVD was like 2 for $20 type shit, like, or two for $25 type shit. So we went to a DVD shop to get some shit, and I just remember the cover being Academy Award winner, and I was in the movies like that because I want to be a critic. I want to critique. I used to watch Reaper and Roper and Eper, whatever, every Saturday or Sunday. I used to watch those crackers. I used to be like, what the fuck is them crackers? How do they get paid to be a critic? I'm like, how do you get paid to critique food and something like that? So nowadays, I'm criticize shit on my own behalf now. That's what we're going to do the What's Good in Your Hood podcast and all that shit coming soon. But just seeing him, what they're doing, so I want to be a critic, so I watched the movie. Russell Crowe did a very, very, very great fucking job. But he was narrating the Kurt Cobain's diary documentary shit. Long story less long, on the night that he allegedly killed himself, he shot up 1.5 grams of heroin and then picked up a shotgun and blew his heads off. And with that shotgun, his index finger was found on the trigger. So whoever did it did a sloppy job because that's logically makes sense, right? Oh, he got high and killed himself, logically. But now what's the truth? Or that's the truth they told us. But let's use logic here. If somebody shoots up a grand and half a heroin, they can't pick up that spoon again. Not right then and there. You just shot up heroin. You know what heroin does. It's a sedative. It makes your body relax. You're going to sit back and nod. That's why they call it a heroin nod, because you nod off. You mean to tell me this guy picked up a shotgun and then did his trigger finger like this and shot his head off? If anything, he was not that big of a guy. He was 5'6", 5'7". You probably would have used your thumb from this close, because his arm, and then they were like, how did that happen? It wasn't no truth to it. It was all a little crazy, but I tell people, man, just do a little homework. And that's where truth and logic they can coexist, but they're not always the same. Because look at the truth about the real Rick Ross, but look at logic. The truth is the feds fucked him over, but logically, he was working with the feds, because the nigga be like, oh, you work with the feds, you the police. So you hear that, it looks like you're a snitch. But let's be real now. What's the logic behind it? Why did you do it? Well, the feds pinned him in the corner. He would say, fuck, well, let me work with these feds so I can have some dirt on them. It was smart. You got to do it. And you know what I realized, bro, as more I watch a lot of these narco documentaries, I'm watching shit about this Russian mob. Even with the Russian mafia, bro, like, they had to, like, get the cops in their pockets. Like, when you're doing shit, you got to get a motherfucker in your pocket no matter. Look at the mafia. They used to, talking about snitching and snitching, bro. Speaking of snitching, man, welcome home 6ix9ine, too. Snitch 9 just got out.
I thought that was a joke.
Nah, he really got out. They said because that corona shit.
But around the April Fools,
yeah,
I was like, man, they not gonna get me today. I avoided it.
Do you think they really let him out because of that corona shit, bro? Because he was gonna get out in a few months anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. There's so much. I don't know. And then after his house arrest, because how long he's supposed to stay on house arrest for?
He gonna be on house arrest for a few months. He gonna be on house arrest for
until August, right?
But that's my thing. Why you got out of jail and went to jail? You got out of jail to come back to the free world jail? You got like, what do you like? You can't do nothing out here. You can't do shit out here. Tekashi got out of jail just to come back out here to this bullshit.
I mean, but think about it. Would you want to be in there? Or would you want to be?
Yes, because I'm in one cell and they ain't got to go out into outside this building. I better chance of the virus coming inside this building and go outside. I'd rather be inside this building. I'm quarantined already. That's just an excuse, another angle his lawyers use to get
But then it's just one person, though. You in your house by yourself. You got no corona going around versus you in a cell with all the rest of them. You got more chance of getting in there.
But being in this free world, bro, it itches my nerve. I got to go to Walmart every other day now. There's nothing to do. I go to Walmart every other day. Publix.
That's what we do.
Nothing. Like, come when y'all going, let's hang out. Like, for real, like, there's nothing else to do.
When she goes, we go. Because I'm Gucci.
Quarantine. Bro, this quarantine shit.
It ain't fucking with me. Because I got so much
I'm straight.
to do
Yeah,
on
bro, you
computers.
see, you've been in my spot. You see,
Yeah.
I'm laptop, TV, whatever. I'll read a book. I'll do all kinds of
stupid
be
busy.
occupied, bro.
I'm occupied like a motherfucker. And then I'm finna take on this documentary, so I got shit to do.
Hey, bro, I'm thinking about doing a documentary about the projects around here. Each separate, a series, but about each separate.
You got to get his out of the way first.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that, bro. Because Jones Walker, the projects Jones Walker, what they call the Shack, now they call it Jerusalem. Yeah, bro, we give hoods the craziest names in the world. That shit called Southward Village off of Edison. The old projects. It ain't the new.
Like
it's the old projects.
Like if we facilitate that, people would like to.
I know,
experience that,
bro. My thing
the
is,
Lake
but,
Boys,
but I ain't even gonna do the label. I'm gonna do all the projects first, the technical project, housing and buildings, because they used to be something once upon a time, either hospitals or they were other shit once upon a time. So I want to do a real deal documentary. People are gonna laugh, ha ha, kiki, that I know. But when they see that first episode about the Shack and how serious, I went back and tried to do the homework on the hospital, what it used to be. Do the homework on the current owner. What is he planning on doing forward with it? Who helps? Who owns the property? Why haven't we bought this building yet and help our own? I want to do all of that shit. Episode 1. So when episode 2 comes, there'll be in a comment, man, you should do. I am gonna do that. And when I get to the old projects, Palmetto Court, Sable Palm, get to doing different ones, then it'll become, hey, come do our hood. Then we expand. I'm already thinking about all that shit. Coming to a hood near you, motherfucker. Because I think, bro, a lot of this shit, bro, I do Pickled Chronicles, and it's going to be Pickled Chronicles presents in my projects. Like, shit like that. Because Pickled Chronicle always already we on hood shit, going on tangents, talk about different shit or whatever shit. But hold on, before I get out that Tekashi shit, bro, I want to ask your opinion on that, bro. How the fuck do you feel about that? Like, he has came home now. So how do you feel? Do you think he's still gonna do anything while he's here? You think he's still gonna put out music?
He's still going to put out music, and I think he's still going to blow with it. Like, these kids in this era, they don't care about who's gangster.
The G code is gone. They don't care about the G code.
There's people that do still care about the G code,
but the people that care about the G code aren't empowered to do anything.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
There you go. So with him, and I'm still gonna rock with it. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause music hot.
Yeah.
I can't that Fifi thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't too rocking with that. But the rest of them tracks,
But yeah, he's got some joints. Yeah,
gas, son. I feel the energy. I don't rock with. I'm gonna shoot you in your face and shit like that. But it amps me up. It's a good workout music.
And
I
like this shit too, bro. And I feel the same way. I don't think they're gonna do nothing to him either.
I'm gonna kill you, nigga.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna do nothing to his ass either, bro. Just for the simple fact that look who he is, bro. He's got the money, bro. Man. He's got the money.
He gonna have protection too, cause you know that's a cash cow. You can't take out a cash cow without having a reason for it. Like, I realized that.
And I was trying to explain to my homeboy, I'm not affiliated with their gang. I don't know their gang, but what I do know that who he snitched on was not a top ranking member.
Right.
So that's like me taking out somebody like Bill Gates, but I didn't take Bill Gates out. So Bill Gates like, well, as soon as you steal a cash cow from me, I won't worry about nothing else because you're still a cash cow from me. So I'm okay with that.
Facts.
So seeing shit like that, motherfuckers will tell you, oh, bro, man, he snitched on this nigga, the street. The streets are dead. Jay-Z said it. Y'all kill X, but let George Zimmerman walk around here like it's nothing. Like, that's why, like, what Roddy Ricch said, I just put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit. Like, I like that. Like, nigga, y'all think it's sweet. No. That's why I like with some of these young artists, some of these dudes, bro, they really do care about the hip-hop with the culture. But some of them don't care. Some of them don't give a fuck about the streets and how the streets really run hip-hop. They run politics. And for you to pop in Atlanta, you got to get the A-OK from the street niggas, from the OGs. And when they say you good to perform here, do whatever, because if not, they're going to have 100 young niggas tearing your club up every week. You can't perform there. Now it puts pressure on the promoter. We ain't doing nothing to you directly. We just going to keep fucking with this nigga. Now the promoter like, man, I know you hot, but you can't perform here. So how you get a cap on how much you can do now. And now you can't do shit. People don't understand that, bro, and that's how the world works, the real world. Mm-hmm. Like, people think that you motherfuckers out here sharing all these videos about big pharma and shit like that. If you was out here, had a multi-billion-dollar drug organization going, and you had a motherfucker running around talking about, man, I know he killed 12 people out here. He had 12 people dead in Pine Mountain. He killed 15 out there in Suncoast, man. He's got horrible dope. His dope is horrible. Somebody's going to come shut you up because you're fucking up the plug's money. That's why I believe in these conspiracies when people like, big pharma's doing this and Pfizer. They do. And then you see a commercial 12 years later. Have you ever took exit proxy and has it ever fucked? And now you're going through these lawsuits and shit of people they call what they call those lawyers, ambulance chasers. Like on the Better Call Saul, she's like, I ain't gonna be no ambulance chaser shit. If y'all ain't never watched Better Call Saul, watch that shit. That shit gonna put you on so much game. It's gonna put you on game, bro.
And it's
like
one
it puts
of
you on game.
It's one of the few shows, or if you want to categorize it as a long movie.
What do you consider those series though? What did you consider it, like a very long movie or something?
Yeah.
A series?
Because it's ongoing. It's an ongoing show. You got to think about it. Like, if it was...
Bro, you know what I hate, though? If Better Call Saul, because Breaking Bad ended pretty good. It did. It ended up pretty good, but then the El Camino shit was horrible. Did you?
Yeah.
That was garbage.
That was horrible.
All they did was do Breaking Bad in pieces and then put little new clips in.
I didn't like. I didn't like.
It was
and then
garbage.
showed us like I thought they was gonna show us Walter had survived that shit with the truck and with the Camino.
Here's the thing. I think El Camino would have been more perceived if Better Call Saul never came out before it.
Yeah.
Like, if it came out right behind Breaking Bad, then I would have been okay with it. But because it came after Better Call Saul, it's kind of like, oh, y'all just give me this garbage.
Yeah, we got more filler. In Better Call Saul, you know one of my favorite storylines for those who haven't seen. When you do see it, it's what is it? A precursor to Breaking Bad? What would you call it?
It's a mix. It's like
prelude?
it's a prequel
Because it wasn't
in
happening
his.
at the same time, was it? It wasn't happening at the same time.
It was before he got into Breaking Bad. So it's his story before he met Walter.
Okay, and then they're also showing Gustavo and the old Narcos boss.
Yeah.
and how he got took off. And it's funny because I watched a show called Good Girls, and I watched the dude on there be like the head nigga, and then I watch him on fucking Better Call Saul, and he's the dude boy for the narco.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you think about all the people
that Good Girls is a good show too. If you watch Good Girls, it's damn
Facts.
good. Yeah, it's damn good and funny.
You think about what who all Walter met up with. The lawyer was putting him in contact with him.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
his character
And
just
Mike.
stemmed over.
Mike is the most gangstest motherfucker in the world. And now you see why him and the daughter or the situation. I was always trying to figure why him and the granddaughter were like close.
Same.
But him and the daughter want some other shit. And now it shows how the relationship was strained. But it's like, whoa, Mike ain't never did nothing but what he had to fucking do. I fuck with Mike. That motherfucker, that was the most gangster motherfucker.
And he was calm too.
Bro.
Doing the job.
Bro, how he went and did security surveillance on the whole place and went and told motherfucker, hey, say what you want. I need to talk to your boss. And when that bitch came here, and he was like, bitch, you know who I am.
You know
this is how my percentage is going to go every month. This is how you going to pay me. I'm like, whoa. Bro, it teaches you a lot. And for people like, it's just a show, take some game from it. Like, it teaches you a lot. Like,
y'all know where he needs to go with this, right?
What's that?
Where the Vince Gilligan, you know where he need to go with this. Go down his storyline.
Yeah, Mike's. Yeah, was he military base, special ops? What the fuck?
Yes.
What the fuck was he like? Was he special ops or something? I want to know, like, was he military trained? I want to know what he was.
Gas.
Yeah, I want to know because even how he carries himself, he's great. Even how he was smart enough to hook everybody up, his contacts he had. Shout out Lavelle Crawford. I grew up watching this man stand up comedy for years. I watched Lavelle Crawford since I was a kid. That fat dude, and it's amazing watching him on Better Call Saul and Break. It's like, bro,
he really showed some acting.
And then
balls.
watching who's the dude with the fucking red hair? I hate this fucking. I love this motherfucker. Aggravated.
Black dude?
No, not the black dude. The white dude with the fucking hair. He's a stand-up comedian. He was in Breaking Bad. He was the other henchman with the fat dude. Damn, what the fuck? Because he does a podcast I fucking listen to. I can't think of his fucking name right now. But the dude, he was on the podcast too.
So he was with the black dude?
Yeah, he does the Monday morning podcast. I can't think of his motherfucking name. This motherfucker's hilarious. But watching all the motherfuckers, I'm like, bro, watching all those characters and how they develop, like, you see how, like the episode they showed old boy knocking the cop out. I'm like, the black dude knocking the cop. I'm like, so that's why you owe the motherfucker a favor, and you just on Breaking Bad would just sit in the office chair. And he laughed at everything because he knew what he would fucking do. Like, all right, motherfucker. And I know it's
Yo, that story is so well built.
Like, yeah, it is, bro. And to watch how they bully Saul around and shit in Breaking Bad, but to watch this is like, no, Saul's that motherfucker, bro. Like, but it's crazy to watch how they, and if you peep game, how they stole a whole company from his brother. There's so much game in this TV series. Like, just peep game in that shit.
And it's barely any like action packed, but so much dialogue that would just like this person.
It makes the action.
Over.
That's what we were talking about earlier, but as far as like a series, what keeps you in it to make you say, okay,
because you don't need it to always have fighting in it, but you could tell a well-built story just off talking.
Because, bro, when people tell me about a series to go watch, like, I didn't watch The Wire until, like, I was, like, 21.
It was late.
Like, 2011. Yeah. But I'm like, damn, this shit is still good now. This is very well written. Like, what was the Dungeons & Dragons shit? Game of Thrones. I didn't watch that until, like, 2 years ago, and I'm like, whoa. It's good.
I still gotta wait to get into
it. It did horribly. It was trash. And it horrible. Like Sopranos, I didn't watch.
I
didn't watch. Yeah, certain shit I didn't watch till I got older, bro. Now I'm watching certain series. Now that I am old, I'm like, now I know what's good TV and why people were so crazy about it. But when you can see a series in one day now, I can't go as crazy for your shit waiting on for the next episode of Dawson's Creek to come on. Like, I can't go crazy. Y'all don't know nothing about Dawson's Creek. You motherfuckers too young. That's some old shit. Bro, I remember Dawson's Creek, the OC used to come on and shit like that.
And then
like,
what was the spoof, Moody's Point from Manda Show? You remember Manda?
Yeah. Bro, that shit bro, and I think, is it because they come out bi-week, like every week, that makes you say, okay, I'm going to tune in. Who's still tuning in every week? It does give you a week to talk about shit. Like, I watched the 50 Cent show Power, and I'm watching For Life now. I see people on my timeline talk about it from week to week, but the Tiger King, that's an ongoing conversation every day now because so many people are like, let me finally watch it. And they're watching, it's just 6 parts, watch it. It's always like, whoa, this shit's kind of wild. Now you're on the timeline with everybody else talking about it. Bro, it's been a topic for 2 weeks now, only because we've been quarantined.
Well, also, it's still going on because people still, like, there's so many pieces that they left out of the film.
Bro, I think that free Joe Exotic, we need the same justice for him that they had for R. Kelly when they opened up that documentary. Fuck that. Fuck, bro, they opened up the R. Kelly documentary, put it out there, and now he's getting on charges that this been happened. How can you hit this man? The man was in the back of Aaliyah's fucking album cover. Age ain't nothing but a number. Are you sick? Bro, are you serious? So if that's the case with R. Kelly, Carol they need to go check that meat grinder. They need to motherfucking go check them tigers. But I don't know. I don't think she was that smart with her.
What are we searching for at this point? Tiger ate it all up, bro. And then we learned from the documentary, he said the tiger's acid is so acidic that it'll melt the bones. So what are we looking for?
Now, my only theory I took away.
The track, boy. You want to do some
my theory I took away from that when they asked the dude about how much money you think he had, he was like, 20 million. Like, that answer, like, the way he answered it made me say, he's got more money. That motherfucker disappeared. He knew what that bitch was about. He over there with Tupac chilling. Like, my conspiracy.
That man dead, bro.
And
she probably did it in Costa Rica, too.
And that's what I want to think, too. But then also, when I think about it, Bush, like, this
or
also
am I
was.
thinking too loudly?
I don't know, bro. this was a motherfucker, bro. He met this motherfucker. She was walking down the street middle of the night. Like, so she probably was on some other shit. But what are you doing out? Riding around middle of the night, you're a married man, 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Now when it comes to this point, up to now, he knows her character too well and she knows his character. He's a millionaire. People who got money know how to move. I think he was already had it. He had a letter ready and all that shit. I just think, my conspiracy theory, he knew how to move. I think he knew how to move. But Carol was in bed with so many people. Like, look at the people she dealt with. She could have.
But hold on. You think he just left off?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think he had
left
more
off
than $2 million
and
left.
then left her everything.
Yeah. And I think
And she took everything out of his name.
And I think bro, we're talking about a rich motherfucker who probably. I think he had more than 20 million. It's like, fuck it. And if that's what you want, keep it. That's because bitch, you are obviously crazy.
Yeah, but the stuff that they had. You remember the ladies? They said they had stuff in their names.
Yeah, and then she switched.
And then she switched it. No, I think.
But now, mind you,
nah.
She switched it after he went missing. She knew he was already wasn't gonna come back. So that's what made me think she knew she killed him. But then I'm thinking,
man, she knew that shit. Come on, Lily.
Bro, but when I think about people who got money, bro, people who got money can make some shit happen.
That's what I told
Come on.
And I think he said that's 20 million chunk change. Bob beat you crazy. You ain't your little cats. Eat. Like, I think he left that because what they leave, he didn't want to be with her because he wanted to make money off the cats, and she was like, no, we're gonna save him, whatever. But you took him from. Yeah,
but
how do you take them from one? You took them from one cage, put them in another cage, and made them stick their heads through a small cage to get their food. I didn't understand it.
Literally, this happened recently. It's hard.
And then they've opened they've opened up the case about her husband and shit again, which I think is dope. And I hope she get the same justice R. Kelly got. Y'all open up the documentary about her and all that shit. Bet. I like it. I'm gonna testify. She touched me too. She sold me a cat. She wouldn't let me. And her only thing was like, what was she? She didn't want him petting cats. Oh, they're petting cats over there. That is the most biggest hypocritical shit I'm.
Yeah,
bro.
I told her
Hey,
that.
this documentary I'm watching now is pretty wild though, bro. This documentary is about how to fuck up with drug scandal shit, bro. This shit is fucking wild, bro. It is wild, bro. DEA agents and scientists smoking crack and shit, bro.
What am I watching? The Staircase.
Oh, I watched that about the dude whose wife died the same way.
Yeah, but it was on Forensic Files. I was like, I remember this story. Why did I remember this so vividly? And then it was just a whole documentary on just that case.
How to fix a drug scandal. That's what I'm watching now.
Okay.
How to fix a drug scandal. It's crazy.
See, now I can get on some documentary. Now, movies, you can hit them.
And I like Netflix documentaries because they're going like 6 parts and shit like that. So it's not too long. They're 4 to 4 minutes. It's not too long.
Love it.
But certain documentaries like, I don't know, like that Who Killed Malcolm X, I liked it. But I was like, this nigga
It drug a little bit.
Yeah, and the only reason why I liked it because I followed the Fruit of Islam and I see what they own. And it's like, okay, so he's right. If that happened, why Farrakhan's still walking around here? But then, bro, if Farrakhan's not a threat, why don't they let him talk?
I mean, this is just their edition of it. Like Ken Burns did the exact same thing. Yeah. Way better.
Yeah.
Way better. It was more detailed. Maybe I like his
and
voice better than...
Yeah, and that's the one I seen years ago. Yeah, that's the one I seen years ago on YouTube.
Shout out to Ken Burns if he's still alive.
Yeah,
is Ken Burns still alive?
I don't know. Bro,
Ken Burns got that voice.
It's some famous voices, bro. Ken Burns, that dude from Chicago PD, bro, or Chicago Fire, that black dude, his voice, like, when he played Wolf on Cadillac Records, I'm like, that voice. What's that black dude from, He played the black dude. What's his name? He played on. He's the shark. He was the shark in the barbershop. He was the loan shark, the black dude.
I know. Oh,
He does voiceover.
He'll get some trim.
Yeah, he's the one that does the U.S. Navies. He does the U.S. Navy commercial. Yeah,
Yeah.
Your old boy.
In the Navies.
Yeah, in the bro, just so many hood classic voices. Like I didn't know Queen Latifah was doing like L'Oreal commercials for years. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I did not know that. Bro.
I heard her voice is distinct.
Yeah, I did not know that's Pusha T's voice. They sample on "We've Got the Meats."
What?
That's Pusha T. Arby's. That's Pusha T.
Serious.
Pusha T came up with "I'm Loving It." That's Pusha T. Yeah. I know. I was just watching Dream Channel. He was talking about it. I said, "What the fuck? That nigga's forever paid." Yes, he came up with Arby's slogan. "We have the meats." That's his voice. We've got the meats. That's his voice. And
See, that's where I want to get my couple of.
I think Kevin Hart them did like the smartest thing ever. Like when they went to movies, like I think Chris Rock. I think that's the best thing to do. Like look what Mike Myers did. Went to Shrek, and that's the least shit I got to do. You're doing all the work. The editors, they're doing all the work. I'm just talking in my pajamas. Bro, Jim Carrey, I was watching the fucking behind the scenes of Sonic. Bro, Jim Carrey's like in pajamas, chilling. Hair's fucked up, beard out here. Jim Carrey's beard is out here, bro. It's crazy. Seeing him in that movie, that's crazy. He's like, he only did like 4 or 5 scenes. He ain't got to do it because they got a guy in a suit and they just put his face on him. This is crazy what they do now. So I can only imagine like what it's going to be years from now. Is acting even going to be like necessary?
Well, I mean, I will say this, like editing. I do see it from your point of view. Like, it is kind of like burning work. Like, oh, my goodness, it's grueling. But for us, because we're so multitasked, that's stuff that we love to do. That we get amped off of that. So to you, it may seem like a lot of work. But right we out here just,
my next question might be,
shit, we get to play with these buttons.
Yeah, because watching how you geek out, bro, that's how I be when I'm passionate about some shit. So my next question is going to be kind of for both of y'all. Okay. How are you, like, we spoke about this before. When somebody's following their passion, you got to let them do what they do because that makes them who they are. When he's geeking out doing this shit, just doing this shit, you're like,
right.
Oh, man, hold on, motherfucker. I need a little attention, motherfucker. I've been this bitch. You ain't seen me yet, motherfucker. Hold on, man. There's only so many times I could go, like, so, but when you see her busy, like, damn, hold on, I need my attention too. At what point do you say, okay, you've had your time to be passionate about what you like, and now it's time to fall back? Hey, we need a little time to ourselves now. Or is it just let them do what they want until they burn out?
Constant, and just to be honest on it, that is a constant struggle with us because when both me and her first got together, it was more her time.
Yeah.
I was barely doing this. It was more hobby because I was still green. I was still learning. Now that green has turned into almost yellow and can turn red at any point in time, I'm kind of like trying to keep that momentum, that energy. So it's kind of like it's more of a struggle. Like right now, we kind of be.
How do you balance with that? Do you be like, fuck it, I'm just letting him handle your shit, and then motherfucker, you know I'm still here, or is it like, hey, it's a set limit?
Well, she has to at this point because I'm kind of like, I'm gonna get this dream because I can't, I said goodbye to the regular work in November, and I'm trying to prevent myself from doing that. And this is kind of pushing along, so it's kind of like it's a push and give.
I tell my friend I'm dating now, I say, man, because I get real serious sometimes because I'm very deep thinker, and this is just how I think, and I can tell people all the time, I have something the craziest, fucked up thoughts ever, but I tell people, bro, I literally have no purpose, and people are like, nah, bro, don't say. I'm saying, no, you're being selfish in your thinking. You're thinking, no, Mike, because you're looking at it from your perspective. Right. I wake up in this skin every day, and I feel it every day in my soul. I have no purpose. That's why I made this myself do a podcast. That's why I make myself do the man. I'm trying to make a purpose. Yeah. So when I see people saying, oh, you can't do this, you got to give your girl time. The girl I'm dating now, I tell her, hey, you got to understand, there's going to be a time where my passion is going to overgo, the balance. So know that I might be on the road with Hollow them for 8 hours going to Sarasota and back because we had to do a show. We got to be back to work the next morning. And you could be like, but we had plans. If we got plans and something comes up, I can't control that. But I can't cancel out them plans. My word is my bond. I have no kids. And I'm like, oh, my kid. I'm like, no, my word, if I say I'm going to do some shit, bro, usually I'm going to do it. I stick to my word, bro. I don't usually tell somebody I'm going to do some shit and I don't. I stick to my word, bro. 9 times out of motherfucking 9, I'm stick to my word. But I try to find purpose, bro. And like I said, the girl I'm dating, bro, I just let her know that she does her homework and shit, and I'm like, hey, doing your homework and shit is dope. And going where I said, but you're busy a lot. We don't have a lot of time for each other, so you got to make time. I don't need you for nothing. I don't need to stay with you. I got my own place. I don't need you to cook. I can go buy my own groceries. I can cook for myself. I can go out there. I don't need you for a damn thing. Pornhub is free. I don't need a female for nothing but to want. And that want. So I told her if it's a mutual chase and we want each other, we have to compromise and make the time. Some chicks think like Janae Aiko with a toxic ass, your free time is me time. Just because I have free time, I kind of need a break. Oh, well, you had free time when you were doing your podcast. This ain't free time. This is me working. This is me. Oh, well, you just sat there and talked for. Okay, but this is not free time. Look.
Like that. I do not push him for
Oh shit, Jerry, no.
This is a conversation we've had many of
So
times.
you know that lets me know it's a real conversation.
No, he calls me needy.
You gotta talk to the mic.
She's very needy.
No, I am not needy.
She needs a lot of attention.
Man, the mic right there. Talking to the mic. You talk your shit, DJ. Jerry.
This is gonna need a whole other podcast.
See, that should be my first. That should have been my first question, boy.
Nah.
Hey, man, we gonna table that. We gonna table that topic, man. Passion over pleasure, man. We gonna table that topic and talk about that on another podcast, man. We gotta wrap it up and get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Jim's supposed to pull up. He had some shit going on. He probably soaking wet, man. I wish we had footage of that bitch.
Wait,
flipping.
it's raining outside? Or do you
Nah,
follow
he
orders?
flipped in the canoe.
Oh,
Big bitch. Mind you, Jit about 6 foot everything, about 300 pounds.
That ain't good balance.
Boy, and he was in the back of the canoe. I seen the video. I said, "Oh, this gonna go bad, real
Oh,
bad."
you gonna post it?
I need to find that bitch. I need to find her. Bro.
Gotta post that.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in, man.
Boom.
We want to bid you adieu. We out of this bitch.
Facts. Y'all
what they
stay
say?
safe. Make sure wash
Merry
your ass.
Christmas. Yeah, man, wash your ass. I ain't gonna lie though, man. Y'all got to quarantine right. Like, I got chips in my bed. I got all kind of. Bro, I'm hanging the fuck out. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I had to work the other day. I'm like, fuck, I gotta work today. Fuck, bro. I woke up with my work clothes on from the other day. I said, bro, I ain't did a fuck. Oh my god, bro, I haven't did nothing, bro. Oh my god,
I gotta get up and
bro,
get active.
no, motivation has been lost in my spirit to do anything,
fuck
bro.
that.
Bro, we got too much technology when I could just roll over and be like, damn.
But that same
Well.
too much technology, you could be making some beats, you could be doing something. Y'all
Nah,
like
maybe-
no. This is information that need to be heard before we lock up out of here. Y'all need to be taking this opportune time, like Lila did say. Most of y'all probably doing this Xbox thing and this, that, and the third, and it's
I'm trying to learn
fun.
Twitch.
It is motherfucking fun. But y'all need to find something that y'all don't know how to do and learn how to do it. So by the time we get done with this quarantine,
or
y'all got
maximize
a business.
or execute on what you're doing now. Game plan for what you want to do
Game
and
plan it.
execute. Because me and Hollow had to go back to the drawing board or some shit like, damn, this shit back there. Because we weren't even thinking about doing the 10K contest. We do enough of them, shit like that. Let a couple artists get their shine and shit like that. And we could have put 225, 250. We could just pay Pizzo to do a video for us type shit.
Boom.
Either way, money still going to pocket. We still support. Long story less long, but seeing how the shit working out, like, hey, we ain't did no shows in a minute, so you might need to be seen again. So we might do need to get into this motherfucker now. You feel me? So game plan and execute. It's a little different, man, but he's right, man. If there's something you want to do, shout out my homegirl Jatasia, man. She's trying to get some shit going with this Forex shit, man. I'll get some links going for everybody if y'all interested in this Forex shit, man. It is real money. It is real training. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This has been another episode of Pickled Chronicles, and we out.